Yo, what's up? We are now at the Mer charger at Neskollen. Well, it's extra Neskollen. You guys know this. It used to be Grønn Kontakt. Now it's Mer. And thank God we are charging at the Mer charger, because at the Mer charger you pay mainly kilowatt hour price and then a little time component, because this car charges so slow past 80%. We've been here about an hour because we had to reach 90% for the test. This is going to be a test of acceleration. Let's show you here. You see, we're getting 10. This is after heating also the cabin. So we've been getting about 8 kilowatt. Yeah, we've been here 1 hour and 9 minutes. So the test goes as follows. We are going to do acceleration test. And this is the Mach-E with a big battery, the long range with all-wheel drive. And we will test from 90% and then 80% and then 70% and so on until 10%. We want to see how consistent the acceleration is down to 10%. And I already measured the noise levels. It sounded really good. I think it was around 64 decibel at 80 kilometers per hour. I have to look again in my computer and pull out the data from the measuring. So yes, there will be measuring sound stuff and also acceleration. So now we're getting ready for the acceleration. Almost 91%, because by the time we go to the launch point, it should be down to 90% again. So even 89% over there, it's no big deal. So let's get ready for the launch. Launch number 1 at 89%. Launch number 3. Launch number 4. Launch number 5. Launch number 6. Launch number 7. Launch number 8. Launch number 9. All right, we're back home now. Now let's take a look at the results. So, according to the spec, it's supposed to be 0 to 100 in 5.1 seconds. The first one was 5.8, okay. It was a little bit slow-ish, I felt, but you see that the other runs, this is run number 2, number 3, you see that it stays around almost 6 seconds. So it is actually quite slower than spec. Yeah, to my big surprise. And then towards the end, you see that it goes even slower. And then the last run, it was 7:55. That was a more significant one, but at least with these ones, it's okay. It's fairly okay. And then also made a table here. And well, I haven't made too many of these 90 to 10% launches. Eventually, this table will be quite big, but you see that it stays here, and it is somewhat stable. I don't know what the heck this one was, 6.11. Maybe it's just a bad launch, but it stays quite consistent until, yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe at 40-30% it starts losing a little bit. Yeah, you see. And then the biggest one is at 10%. So that also happens with, this is MC Hammer. You see that it also fairly consistent all the way to about 30%, 40. Yeah, so most cars, they have this kind of drop in performance towards the end. So it will be interesting once I try Taycan, because I think Porsche, they claim that, well, I mean Porsche, I'm just trolling with you guys, just like, what is this tow hook? Huh? What the heck? Africa's a country? No, but okay, anyway, so it will be interesting to see if Porsche get good launch speed even at 10%. Yeah. But anyway, you guys came for the Google shit. Okay, so now let's see. Let's look at acceleration. So you see, now we only take the best one, which is, I don't remember which launch it was, but according to spec, it's supposed to be 5.1. So it's actually slower than spec, to my big surprise, because most cars, they are faster than spec. So unless I messed up something here, but yeah. But okay, I mean, it feels, I mean, you might be saying, but that's slow. Well, just look at it versus an e-tron 55. So it's actually not that much slower than e-tron 55, which costs a lot more. And then e-tron 50 is even down here. You see, even e-tron 50, which is about the same price as Mach-E. Well, no, actually, the way, if you spec an e-tron 50, it should be more expensive than the Mach-E. So in that term, yes, I mean, in that regard, yes, you get okay acceleration for the money. But of course, if you go for Tesla or something else, then even the XC40, wow, the XC40 is quite fast. So yeah, I guess it depends. But, you know, acceleration is not the only important thing here, because when you look at noise, you see that I was just surprised really to see how quiet it was. Oh, this one has an ADIOS tie. This is actually Optimus Prime here, but we have to split them between winter and summer consumption, summer noise. But you see that it is actually not that far from even an e-tron. It is that quiet. You see, it can match I-Pace, huh? Well, at 120, I don't know what's up with I-Pace, but you see, it's even more quiet than I-Pace at those speeds. Well, okay, I mean, there are some variables here in regards of wind, yeah. But still, you know, this test still give you an indication. And it turns out that the Mach-E is very quiet. If you look at 65.33, there's, all right, well, let me copy that one. There's quite a formula to calculate average, because this is a logarithmic scale. But anyway, if you look at 65.33 in the summer test, which is not comparable, but just to give you an idea, then you see that it should still be up here among with Audi and Porsche and stuff and Jaguar. And then what the E2 2008 is also very quiet. So the car is super quiet. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's not e-tron quiet, but it is remarkably quiet. And you might be thinking, oh, but American cars, they must be noisy. Well, no, apparently not the Mach-E. Yeah. So really impressive how nice and quiet it was. So I guess by the end of the day, you guys had to figure out, okay, big screen, a little bit thirsty, big battery, seems to charge fairly fast, at least to up 80%. It's not the fastest one. Teslas are faster, but compared to e-tron, for example, or I-Pace, well, the I-Pace is faster, but the I-Pace, oh, I can go back again, but I forgot to mention that we forgot to compare to similar price cars, and you see that the I-Pace 400 is, of course, faster. Or don't I have it here? Well, I haven't tested I-Pace 400 yet. Okay, that needs to be done. Bjørn Riise, yeah, no, he owns one. No, but I-Pace 320 is here, so it is faster than even the I-Pace 320, which is the equivalent in price. So based on all this, you know, when I made the previous video, when I made the conclusion that I said it's recommended, maybe highly recommended, I might change it now to become highly recommended, this car, despite that it's not as the most efficient car, but because it scores so well in charging speed. No, I wanna turn. There we go. Because it scores so well in charging speed, noise. Okay in acceleration, infotainment can be better, of course, but the car, like I mentioned before in live stream, the Mach-E doesn't have something that is outstandingly well, you know, but it scores so good in most regards, so that the total score for the car and also versus the price for the car makes it highly recommended from me. Yeah, and yeah. So I think that's gonna be it. So many people are like, oh, it's a shit car, but it's okay. Sorry, I mean, Ford, they made a pretty shitty Ford Focus back then. I've been bashing the Focus for the longest time and made fun of it. But now, finally, Ford, they redeemed themselves and they made a pretty kick-ass EV. So well done, Ford. Yeah, you see, I'm always fair. I'm always... Like, you guys might be thinking back in the days that, oh, Bjørn, he's just bashing all the other car manufacturers because, because it's not a Tesla. No, the reason why I bashed the other cars was because they were not good. And finally now Ford makes a good EV, so they get the kudos from me. Yeah. So anyway, I think that's going to be it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching and talk to you later.